Hi, family and friends. This is the first time I've ever done a live feed, and Michael and I have been talking about it, and we decided that, well, what better opportunity? I doubt that anyone is actually watching this live, but hopefully you can take a moment to listen and hopefully make an impact. We're always hearing about how social media impacts our world, and hopefully we're going to use social media in this light to shed the greatest awareness and to raise funds and hopefully raise awareness. So a little background, as many of you know, I just turned 32. I have a 7-month-old son, and I'm married to my wonderful husband, Michael. I live in Copley, Ohio, which is a suburb of Akron. And last Monday, so not this past Monday, but the Monday before, we had our 6-month photos with our son. And that night I came home and I was laying in bed with my husband and I said, oh my God, I feel a lump in my armpit. That's weird. I think I have an infection from breastfeeding. I called the doctor on Tuesday and got into my OBGYN on Wednesday. And right after that, I was told, well, that doesn't look like something that's an infection. You better get an ultrasound. Called Akron General and was able to get an ultrasound on the 24th of April. I left the office and I called my husband Michael and I said, you know what, that just doesn't seem right. So called SUMA and was able to get in that last Friday. Last Friday went in, thought it was going to be pretty routine. I was supposed to head out to my girlfriend Syra's bachelorette party actually last Thursday, and so we postponed it because I just didn't want it weighing over my head. And we had an ultrasound, and the ultrasound showed something odd: 3 lumps, 2 masses in my lymph nodes, and 1 in my breast. And I said, well, of course, I'm breastfeeding, breasts are lumpy. Didn't think much of it, and so they took a mammogram, and of course my breasts were very milky because I'm breastfeeding again. And so then they said, we want you to see a breast surgeon. And at that point I dropped to the ground and I said, what? I'm 32 years old. And so I saw a breast surgeon that afternoon at 1:30. They said that, you don't have to see one today, but I was like, I want to right away. And we had 2 biopsies done. I went to Chicago, waited over the weekend, and both of those both of those tumors came back as breast cancer. So now I will join the ranks of my grandmother, my Aunt Patty, my Aunt Kate, and many other women that I know as hopefully, and as a breast cancer victim, but as definitely a breast cancer survivor. So just a little update on where we are. We had 1,000,000 appointments last week. Thank you to Sandy Cox at SUMA and Megan McNeil, who's at the front desk of the bone scan area, and Blaze and all the other angels that have come into my life and Michael's life this past week to help us get through it. It's been really scary. It's been heartbreaking. And I hate that it's live because I knew I was going to cry. But I think it's really important that we talk about this because I'm 32 and I never thought it could happen to me. And even though my grandmother was 42 and she had breast cancer, I always just did my exams and I didn't think much of it. And I hope that through a series of live feeds and through us talking about it on social media, we start to raise awareness that young women can have breast cancer. Because I think I'm relatively healthy, or at least I thought I did. But so we meet with university hospitals tomorrow, and then we'll determine a plan of action, and we will keep everybody updated. But I just want to thank you all for your support. For those who already know, thank you so much for all of your prayers, because when I haven't been strong enough, I know you have been, and that means a lot to me and my family. And then a big thank you to my parents and my in-laws, to Tammy, to Janine Marks at Stewart's, and who knew that when I started volunteering there last year that I would suddenly be probably one of their huge advocates, and I'm hoping to make a huge impact on Stewart's and other cancer-related agencies, because I'm telling you, we were at Easter Mass today, and the priest was talking about a woman that said, I don't want to do chemo. I feel like my life is done. I feel like it's complete, and, I've lived a full life and I'm ready to move on. Well, you know what? I'm not ready to move on. This is just the fucking start. And fuck you, cancer. So sorry for dropping the F-bomb, but it's true. So, to all those tonight, I want to make sure to leave you with one thing. And that is, I want you to do a breast exam. And if you do not know how to do a breast exam, because I know I kind of just pat it around, make sure that you understand your breasts. Looking back, I'm pretty sure I felt something the month before I became pregnant with James. However, my breasts changed a lot during pregnancy. We think that it might just be random. It might be a blessing that we got pregnant, as Michael said. And I'm back. Well, I guess that's what happens with live, anyways. But, we got pregnant. We have had a wonderful life with my baby, and I have so much to be grateful for. And for, our family and stuff, sometimes they're like, well, we don't. And we're back again. Okay. And for those that don't know what to say, just know that we have so much to be grateful for in our lives. We have been blessed with an amazing family, an amazing community. We've been given everything, and that community's really come to play for us this past week, and it's what I'm going to fight for, and I hopefully will be able to make an impact. Michael will be able to make an impact. So with that, this will be the first of a bunch of live journals, and hopefully we're going to share about our journey. Hopefully others can use it either as inspiration to gain a better understanding of breast cancer and this awful disease. You hear 1 in 8 women have it, but you don't really think about it until it hits you. And hopefully it'll be a testament to my son one day to show him how much I love him, and I will fight for him and for my family no matter what. And hopefully it will impact all of his little future friends one day, and all of his future wives and their girlfriends, to maybe have breast cancer be like the common cold, so that one day people don't have to go through this. So with that, we have a caring bridge that I'll share, and I love you all. And this might be, unless you see me soon, one of the last times you'll see me with my hair, because I will be starting chemo hopefully next week. I love you guys, and thank you so much for your support, and happy Easter.